Yo, check it out. What's up, man? It's Matt from Dying to See Me. This episode with AyJay Hintz is sponsored by Dr. Dan Masari, located in the Antelope Valley, Lancaster area. If you have your neck cracked and you need your back is in pain, you're getting a car accident, go over there and make sure you see Magic Hands, Dr. Dan Masari, and he'll take care of it.
Magic Hands.
Magic Hands. Yo, what it do, nephew? What's up, everybody? I am your host, Matt Montague, here with Dying to See Me, and I am actually here with the light heavyweight champion of Power Slap, AyJay Hintz. Say what it do to the people.
What's good, everybody?
Yeah. Let these motherfuckers know, man. So, I understand that you're out here from your sponsors, both Sterile Pros and Pinky's Restoration, right?
Yes, sir.
They got you out here. Big shout out, right? They got you out here doing different interviews and stuff. So I appreciate you coming on, man. And
appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, of course, you're the man. So let's dive right into it. I know you've given a few interviews and a little bit about your growing up and shit that has happened back in the past, but we're gonna deep dive some of that shit. And we're going to talk some shit and why the fuck you be slapping motherfuckers, right? So from my understanding is you grew up in a racist, I'm using that air quotes here, like racist straight racist town, and you were kind of the only black kid there, right?
There's like two other mixed kids for a while, but I was definitely the darkest.
So what is your ethnic background?
Mexican, Cuban, and African.
Oh, so it's all the above. Like you can't get you're Cubano.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So you get out there, right? And obviously people are calling you all kind of names, right? N-word, B-word, all the bullshit, and you just end up getting into some squabs out there, right?
Yeah, all the time.
And you were a skater during this time, right? Which is
a little bit, yeah, I dabbled.
So it was hard to see the black kid on the skateboard, right? Plus you listen to a plethora of rock shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up listening to like Limp Bizkit and like Head PE and like Mudvayne, you know what I mean?
Right. Shit, you probably they wouldn't expect you to do, or
harder shit than they were listening to.
Yeah. So and they're like, well, fuck that. The black kid can't fuck with with us. Like we rock that shit.
Go listen to some Nelly.
Yeah, some Band-Aid under the eye. Nelly. So you got in some squabs, right? Everything was kumatada, and then obviously you could take a shot, right? Take a chin. And then so when this power slap kind of came evolved, were you already fighting in the power slap with like Frank and them, or was it just like how did you get into it?
I heard about it from a post on Facebook that my brother Roberto sent it to me. Shout out Roberto. It was just like open tryouts will pay you for your time, and I was like,
you're like, fuck it, what do I got to lose, right?
Exactly.
So then you flew out to Vegas, right?
Yes, sir.
And you did some slapping to get on the actual show itself, right?
Yeah, we did a qualifier in March, 2022.
Copy.
I did 2 matches out there.
Yeah. Performed
well enough. They brought me back to slap my way into the house.
Right. And then so once you got into the pad, right, I'm sure, like I watched it, bro. There's some crazy shit that goes on in the house, bro. Motherfuckers don't know how to act when they drink, and this is no disrespect to anybody in the house, but, some were just very focused on what they needed to do. And then some were just fucking wilding out, right?
Yeah.
So you fought in there, and I think your very first match was Russell. Was that right?
On
the actual show.
On that, so I had a match with Frank the Tank.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, and then my fight
slept Frank, right?
Yeah, third round, last slap of the match.
Third round, last slap.
Shout out Frank though.
Yeah, shout out Frank. Frank's good people. I like all the people. I like all the slappers.
Yeah, Frank's my homie.
Yeah, shout out to Isaiah Quinones, my little nephew, right?
I love Isaiah, bro.
Isaiah's good people, right,
He is.
man?
He's
Shout
real
out
good
to
people.
man.
Help me cut
Give it
weight.
up. Yeah. Help you cut weight. Actually, yeah. We talked about that. Heart of gold, man. I love Isaiah, man. Big shout out to Isaiah.
Shit.
But yeah, so then you fought in your next fight. You fought Russell.
Yes, sir.
And that was fucking highlight reels, right? I mean, you slept him pretty nasty, right? And then you kind of went around and talked some shit, right?
Yeah.
Granted, Russell had said some pretty foul shit prior to that, right?
Yeah, he's, he let his ego get the best of him because they moved me down from heavyweight to light heavyweight. So in my head, everyone online's gonna be like, he's running from the heavyweights.
Sure.
So I wanted to dead that instantly. So I told him, I was like, I want to fight Russell. I want to slap match with Russell.
Right.
And it wasn't like no disrespect because I was fucking with Russell at that point.
Yeah.
And it was all respect. Like, bro, you're like literally like the biggest dude here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like it was all out of respect. And
Sure.
he took it the wrong way. And he's like, why you want to fight me? He's like, I'm just gonna knock you out.
But you want to fight the best of the best.
That's exactly
I mean,
it.
otherwise, what the fuck are you doing? Right.
Exactly.
You got to fight the best of the best. Otherwise, it's not. So we'll get off topic just for a minute because I really got to ask you this. So you moved down from heavyweight to light heavyweight, right? Mm-hmm. So I know in the UFC, right, they allow you to, kind of jump back and forth and be a two champ. Have you thought about that?
Oh yeah, I've already got a whole plan for that.
You do. So you do. You want to be light heavyweight, jump up a little bit in weight and do some heavyweight and hold two belts.
I'm actually gonna drop down first.
You're gonna drop down
to 185, yeah. Because like I don't work out or anything, exercise or nothing. So like if I were to work out, like I can get down there like easy, like, no problem.
Right.
I've been there before, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So so you want to drop down a weight and get that belt is what you're saying.
Yeah, and then I'm going to heavyweight.
And then you want to move up to heavyweight. So you want to be a triple champ.
Yeah.
You're trying to be Henry Cejudo of the power slap. That's what I'm hearing, right? Mm-hmm. You just want to. Who gives a fuck, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
you could stop me.
Yeah, you could take a shot on the chin, bro. I'm gonna give you that. Vern slapped the dog shit at. Well, let's get back to that one. So you sleep Russell. He takes a nap, and then for the finals for this belt right here, as a matter of fact, which thank you by the way for letting me hold on to this just for this interview. This motherfucker
problem.
is fresh.
This
is the actual belt. Yeah, hands down. This
I like it.
Yeah, Uncle Dana did props on this motherfucker right here.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. So then you get with Vern, and mind you, Vern. I'm gonna set the stage for the people that didn't watch it, but you need to take your asses and watch this shit.
Definitely.
So you get with Vern. Now Vern was really undefeated up until that point, right?
Yep.
He was slapping motherfuckers and sleeping them in the first round.
Yes,
so he was, but Vern is a nice dude. He's really probably one of the nicest dudes in there. Kind of like that father figure, right? But big country corn-fed white dude.
Literally.
God bless him, right? Baling hay and shit.
Vern, bro.
Yeah, Vern's good, right? So, but his chin had not been tested. And so you guys get that fight. He slaps you and slaps the dog shit out of you. And then once he slaps you, you go down, right?
Yeah, I need to sit down for a quick second.
So tell me what was going through your mind at that exact moment. And I know it's hard to fucking talk about because you're discombobulated, right? What were you thinking?
I was mad, bro. Like, this motherfucker really just hit me like that.
Right.
How dare you?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you got to put me to sleep or I'm putting you to sleep. You know what I mean? And like
it's just
I
a
knew
fight.
I wasn't going to sleep.
Yeah,
bro.
it's the fight game, man.
You know what I'm saying?
So then you get ready, right? And you go on two, right? Two on right.
Every time. Right hand.
So you give him the one, and then you pull back, and when you slap him, it's like his fucking soul left his body. He folds in half, and just sleepy time.
Yes, sir.
Tries to get up, and just head plants into the podium, right? And obviously you're hyped because you just won the belt. You're fucking now you're the first ever power slap light heavyweight champion. I mean, all kind of shit's got to be going through your fucking mind, right? And it's all wild. And what'd you think at that right at that moment? Did you think he would get back up?
No.
No.
Like, it is no disrespect to Vern, but like I knew going into it that if I made contact, he was going to sleep.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I felt it. I felt it when I slapped him. I didn't even have to look at him. You know what I mean? I was like, "Yep, that's it. That's the money shot right there."
Was Vern the hardest dude you've ever been hit by?
It's hard to say because I got clubbed, so it's hard to say a little bit. He hit me a little high. You know what I mean?
Copy.
It's definitely up there though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like, and not taking anything away from Vern. Like, he hits fucking hard, bro.
Fucking sleeping dudes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Tell Dana to release the video.
right. Really. So when I know there's a lot of backlash right now with Power Slap. I try to read these comments every once in a while, and motherfuckers are like, "Oh, they're gonna get head trauma. Oh, they're gonna this. Oh, they're gonna that." And I remember when the UFC was first fucking coming about. You couldn't fight. You could only fight in like Alabama, and you couldn't fight in any other fucking state, right?
Right. Who wants to fucking fight in Alabama?
Right, in some podunk fucking garage, right? Where it's like, yeah. And now motherfuckers are getting paid millions to fight, and UFC is the biggest company in the world. Shout out to fucking Dana White, who did and the Fertitta brothers, who did a phenomenal job at fucking the UFC. I'll tell you my Dana White story, how I met him, because everybody's always asking me, like, "Yo, man, how'd you meet Dana? Why are you so cool with him?" And
so how did you meet Dana?
All right, I'll give you that story. So, my brother-in-law, shout out to Tetris, tells me, "Yo, I got a homie that works for the UFC." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And he goes, and he doesn't just work for the UFC. He's a UFC executive. Copy?
Right.
And I'm like, and he'll sell you tickets. And I'm like, well, I'm like, all right, like, let's see what it do, right? Yeah, fuck yeah, right? And so, but I said to him, have you ever been to one? He goes, "Bro, I went to the fucking Amanda Nunes fucking, my girl fight, the one where she lost the belt. Juliana Pena. Shout out to Juliana Pena. If you're, I know you're single, boo-boo, holla at your boy. Slide in these DMs, baby, you find the shit. All right, let's move forward. So anyway, so he's like, "Yeah, I went to that fight, bro. I was on the ground fucking level floor, like," and I was like, "Oh, all day, right? I'm gonna buy every fucking ticket I can." So I reach out to the dude. I'm like, "Yo, I gotta see Kobe Covington Masvidal. I gotta see it."
Right.
He's like, "No problem, man. This is the ticket. This is how much it's gonna cost you." And I'm like, "God damn, like, But he's like, "Bro, you're gonna be on the floor. Yeah. You're gonna be fucking. You're gonna chill with Dana White. Like, you're gonna." And mind you, I don't know Dana at this time. He's gonna, you're gonna go in the howler monkey fucking roles. Like, you're gonna meet this person and that person, and you have to stay at Trump Towers because that's where Kobe Covington's gonna be. I mean, fucking,
that's wild.
This whole story,
right? And
I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna Zell him the money. So I Zell him the money, and the fight is like 3 months out when I Zell it to him. And then he goes, "All right, cool, man. Let's take care of it. Let's make it happen." So I'm excited. Well, now he's like, "Hey, follow me on Instagram, man. Check out the pics." I'm looking at the pictures. He's on fucking Dana White's jet, right? Private jet. He's fucking arm in arm with these motherfuckers at UFC. And I'm like, "Oh, right, ship it, right?"
Right.
I got a plug for the rest of my life, right? That's what I'm thinking.
Literally.
So I've been texting this motherfucker. Like a week before, "Hey man, I'm gonna see you in a week. Remember backstage at the weigh-ins, and I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that." And so he doesn't respond, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" So now I'm tripping, right? So now he goes, so the day of the fight, right? I'm going with my boy Billy and his wife, and my wife. However, we at the time. I only had purchased 2 tickets. So the wives were going to go out and do their thing, and me and Billy were going to go to the fights. Right. Billy had never been to a fight. So we're down, right? We're on our way out there, and I still haven't heard from this motherfucker. And I'm like, and so I text him like, "Yo, what's up, man? What's going on?" And he says, "Oh, man, I had a fucking heart attack at work, and
Oof.
Yeah, and I'm not even at the UFC center, and I'm like, what the fuck? Whoa, okay, cool. Can you shoot me that money back then? And I don't know. I'm already on my way to Vegas. Like, what am I gonna do? He's like, let me see if I can get you some tickets. And I'm driving, and I'm mad now, right? Because it's supposed to be this whole fucking experience of hanging with Dana and this and that and fucking whatever, right?
Right.
So, so we fucking go. We're on our way out there. He texts me back and he calls me and he's talking like this. I'm in ICU right now, and I'm like, man, I feel for you, man, but what's going on with my money, right? Like, you got to run that back. And he's like, oh well, I'll get you some tickets to another fight. And I'm like, what no, motherfucker, I need these tickets, right?
Right, you better run me that money.
So he hangs up. Yo, I'll call you later. So I'm already like 45 minutes out, right? And I'm like, I look at Billy. I'm like, yo, what the fuck do I do? He goes, go to UFC. Like, maybe they'll cut you a check, right? Like,
right.
I don't know. Like, maybe they'll cut you a check. Hold on a minute. My fucking insulin pump is acting a fool. All right. So, So he says, sorry, this motherfucker.
Shout out Fight Club 2K21.
Right. So, yeah. So then I'm like, fuck, you think they'll let us in? He's like, I don't know. What's the worst that can happen? You're already out that money. So I pull up to the UFC, fucking security guards there. I'm like, hey man, I don't really get into it with him because I don't know where the fucking dude is or if he. So I'm like, hey man, this dude, I don't want to say his name, but so and so, blah blah blah. He goes, oh yeah, he's in the building. I said, wait, what? I said, he said he had a heart attack. So he gets him on the radio. Yo, so-and-so is out here. And you hear him on the radio. Yeah, let him in. So he lets me in, meets me at the front, right? And mind you, now I'm steaming, right? Because now you've lied to me about what the fuck is going down, right? You lied to me about all this shit. So we're walking back to the back. We get to the cafeteria area, and he goes, hey, man, you want my personal chef to make you something? And I'm like, man, fuck what your personal chef is talking about. Where's my money? Like, run the money. He goes, let me give you a tour, right? And he gives me this little bullshit tour, right? You know where the cafeteria is, right? So, and then he kind of walked me through the little, not even the performance area, just around the bottom area, outside, back in, says, all right, man, I don't know what to tell you, man, but I'll forward you the tickets or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, this motherfucker got me, bro. So I'm standing outside and I'm mad as fuck, right? And this the security guard, Carl, Hawaiian dude, comes over. He goes, hey, bro, did you get that fixed? And I'm like, no, bro. This is what happened. And I gave him the get down. He goes, hold on. So then he brings this other dude, Joe, over, which Joe's up on stage with you motherfuckers. He's one of the dudes that catch you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So, so Joe, shout out to Joe. Yeah. Shout out to Carl, right? So Joe said, I run it down to Joe. Joe's like, oh, shit. This is above my pay grade, player. Like, I'm going to go get boss. So this dude named Brian comes down. Big buff dude, bald-headed dude, and he's Dana's second in command. And he goes, at the time, I should say. So he goes, hey, man, what happened? I run the whole story to him, and he goes, I'm not calling you a liar. He goes, but do you have proof? And I'm like, yeah.
Right.
Look at the text messages, right?
Yeah, I got receipts.
Here's the Zelle money that I sent him. Here's all that, right? At this point, man, can I just get my money back? Something.
Right.
You know what I mean? He goes, look, bro. He goes, I can't promise you any of that. I can't. He goes, but why don't you go to the weigh-ins? I'll get you into the weigh-ins, right? And, we're on our way there now. And I'm like, fuck. He goes, listen, Dana's on his way up. I'm going to get in the car with him. Don't say anything to Dana. We'll get a picture with him, and then, I'll let you know something. Can I have your number? And
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, cool. So we jump in the car and we're headed over to the thing, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I guess weigh-ins is better than nothing at this point, right? I spent these chips on this cheese, and so I get this phone call from 702, and it's Brian, and I'm like, hey, what's up, Brian? He goes, hold on a second, someone wants to talk to you. And I'm like, all right, cool, what's up? Dana gets on the phone.
Yeah.
He's like, bro. He goes, I am fucking appalled that this happened to you. He goes, I cannot believe that ever in a million years that one of my employees would ever do this. My apologies. He goes, whatever this dude promised you, you got it plus some. He goes, right. I'm putting you in fucking Billionaires Row. He goes, you will go to the weigh-ins. You will go to the fucking fights. You are going to go. I am going to rock star the fuck out of you. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, this Uncle Dana's on the phone, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm like, yo. I'm like, I'm a humongous. He's like, bro, we got you.
That's so dope.
So that day we go to the weigh-ins. We meet the dude. His name was Billy, and he was like second under Brian, and he was like our tour guide for the whole fucking thing. And this fucking dude was dope, just cool as fuck, right? Showed us around all these different things. Yeah. So when it came fight night, we went. And they asked us our size, and I was like, oh, I'm this size or whatever. Billy said this size, whatever. Right. So the night of the fight, they go, hey, man, before you guys go home, we have some stuff for you. I was like, oh, man, that's good. Look, you guys don't have to do that, man. You guys obviously did way more than I ever expected. You feel me? So we get there, and they got 4 UFC duffel bags. You know the big ones?
Yeah.
Full of UFC gear, bro.
Hell yeah.
Honest to God, no bullshitting you, probably $2,000 worth of each bag stuffed, bro.
Believe that.
Stuffed. And I was just like, bro, I can't take that. Like, I and they're like, no, you got to take it. Like, blah, blah, blah. So then Billy, we got these VIP badges, we get all this shit, and then he puts this motherfucking special band on us. He goes, look, that is the band you need to have. We're going to go in the back into Dana's fucking private room, and we're going to kick it. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, we go back there.
So we're doing what?
Yeah, we go back there, bro. We fucking chill. I'm on the couch like this with Dana. We're watching prelims. We're fucking eating. He has a private chef back there cooking fucking food, bartending, drinking. We're back there with Steve-O and all these motherfuckers. Bro, Uncle Dana. Shout out to Steve-O, Dickhouse. Shout out to fucking Uncle Dana. He stepped up and did amazing for me. Like, I could never thank him.
Dana's a good dude, bro.
Enough. Yeah, bro.
He always makes it right.
Yeah, and he told me, bro, you will never pay for another fucking ticket again. And do you know, I have never paid for another ticket again. He is the most solid motherfucker, honest to God. Because he could have wrote it off and been like, hey, bro, here's your chips back fucking later. Yeah, he could have said, literally, hey, bro, don't trip. You got your money's worth in this one fight. Fuck off. Don't holler at me again. He could have done that.
Literally.
He literally, and every time I see him, he treats me like I'm fam. Literally. Like I'm fucking family. He is just one of the most giving, generous dudes. So, yeah, man, shout out to Uncle D. Uncle D-Loke. Yeah, man, good dude. And then one of my other buddies, John Orlando, from Action Junkies. If you guys get a chance to check out that podcast, make sure you check it out. John Orlando is friends with Dana as well. Had him on a show. And Sticky Paws was the studio. He owns that studio out there. So that's where I used to do my thing out there until I got this set here. So yeah, that's my Dana White story, man. I know
bro, honestly, it's amazing.
Is that wild, bro?
To be honest, it sounds like some shit that would happen to me.
Yeah, bro. That was and I literally cannot thank him enough. He's sick, man. He's dope.
Hell
so
yeah.
I know he takes care of his peeps, man. He's a solid.
He really does.
Yeah. So now that you are a fucking champ, how has your life changed? I mean, I'm sure money has changed a little bit. I'm sure famous has changed a little bit. Have you been to somewhere like Cali since you have become champion?
Nah, I just been kicking it at home, man.
Just chilling, right?
Yeah.
So, and you do get recognized, obviously, when you go out, right?
Yeah.
Pictures, and even at the we were talking about at the fucking
At the
airport. Shit.
Yeah, that honestly that was really cool.
Yeah, what happened?
I was chilling and this guy looks at me and he's like, you do the power slap, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, me and my son just started watching it. And I was like, oh, word. I was like, I was like, I won the light heavyweight champion ship belt. And he's like, no. I'm like, yeah. And the kid just lit up. You could tell he was excited. And I looked at him and I was like, you want to take a picture with the belt? He's like, yeah.
Right. Yeah, because they don't even make replicas of these. Like every UFC, Pride, Bellator, they all make a replica belt that you could buy, and they're
I didn't even
dope.
know that.
Yeah, dude, they're dope as fuck. But they don't make these. So the ones that you guys have are like, dude, these are the legit.
Limited edition.
Yeah, bro.
I'm all about
I would
limited
imagine that Uncle D's gonna have to make some because the sport is growing fucking leaps and bounds. And
It really is.
yeah, man, I'm excited for you guys, man. I really am for all this to happen. So you're still working, right?
Yep.
Working a regular 40 hours?
No, like
No.
25.
25?
Yeah.
Part-time?
Yeah.
And
My
are
boss
you,
is dope, bro.
what happened?
My boss,
Yeah.
super dope.
Oh, is
He
it?
just gives me all the time off to come to like go do the power slap stuff. Like he's so excited about it.
That's good.
Shout out
man.
CMS of Madison.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah, out there in Madison.
I honestly think I'm the only person on the power slap roster that's not had to use PTO, sick days, anything.
Yeah, wow,
Vacation
that's
time.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, just send me the dates. I'm like, you got it, boss.
Well, that's cool, man. Honestly, that's because honestly, without that, you wouldn't be able to do this because you have to provide for your family, right?
And that's exactly it. Because it's like, it's real hard, and it's like, do I do it? Like, am I gonna be somebody? Like, I knew I was gonna be somebody, but like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's hard to just fucking, oh yeah, I don't need a job right now.
Yeah. We're gonna be out and about. I'm gonna shoot it out on my Instagram and your Instagram tomorrow. We're gonna go out a little bit and do some fan stuff. We're gonna let some of the fans get pictures with you down there in Venice, and then we're also gonna be able to do some city walk shit for you, and then kind of get some of the fans to open up, ask some questions and shit. You know what I mean? I had a couple of questions from different people who knew that you were going to be on the show.
Okay.
They told me to ask, so I want to ask a few. Do you feel that this is like a young man sport where UFC, obviously the younger you are, the more sustainable career you can have? Or do you feel like even older guys can do this? Because when you're older, man, it's harder to take a punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Than compared to when you were a kid, and even a slap, right?
Yeah. So I think you're gonna see the sport being mostly dominated by dudes under 40, but I think there's gonna be like that rare handful that are like 45 that just refuse to go down.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
It's old man strength.
Yeah. That, like them Fedors and them fucking Rampage Jacksons and them, you know what I mean? Shout out to Quentin. Quentin, what's up? You want a shot? Quentin's a good dude, man. Rampage is fucking solid dude. Yeah, so, I think so too. I think that the sport will be dominated by the youngers, right? And then I do also think that it will evolve into some crazy shit. Because remember when the UFC first started, right? It was crazy, right? And the only rule they had was don't kick them in the nuts, right? And no biting. Now there's 27 foul rules, right? And everything has evolved. And I picture power slap being in that same category. Does it excite you that you are the very first ever light heavyweight champion to have this belt? Like, nobody in the world will ever be able to say that again. Like, you're leaving your mark.
Yeah, it's big shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's exciting. Like, it all started, like, I was expecting I was expecting backyard shit when I responded. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh well, we'll see where it takes me.
Sure. So you had no
Now
idea that it was even, with Dana or Zoof or any of that.
For a fat minute, yeah.
Yeah. And then when you realized it, you were probably like, fuck, this is gnarly, right?
Yeah, I was like, what did you get yourself into?
Yeah. So how was it meeting Mark Wahlberg?
Bro,
is that wild?
Yeah, that was so fucking cool.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg is sick as fuck, but he's a little dude.
Yeah,
he's little, right? I mean, I'm 6 foot and 250 pounds. I'm a bigger dude, but like I see some of these celebrities even at the fights, and I'm like, fuck, I thought they were big as fuck.
Yep.
Like literally thought they were big, and then I get next to them and I'm like, fuck, they're really not that big a dude. You know what I mean?
And it really be like that.
Yeah, it's wild. So, if you guys get a chance to get out to see AJ, he'll be out there. He'll be out there with the belt, taking pictures.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good time. When do you want to quit your job at some point? Whether it's 2 or 3 years down the road, if you do become like double champ or triple champ or whatever you want to achieve your goals. Is your goal to do this full time and not work? Is that your get down, or are you like, fuck no, I gotta work and I'll do this on the side?
I think it'd be pretty cool to maybe talk to Uncle Dana there and see if we can get CMS Las Vegas.
Wow.
In the UFC buildings, right. Like, I think that would be cool. Run that and keep the facility clean, top to bottom.
Right.
I think that'd be pretty cool. But otherwise, I think it's a good way to branch off. You know what I mean? Like everyone, I've noticed a lot of people think that they're gonna build off this forever, and I think that's unrealistic.
Sure, you gotta have an exit plan, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have, even no matter what you do in life, you must have an exit plan.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how big Power Slap gets. Like you're not gonna do it forever.
Nope.
You know what I mean? You can't. It's just a fact. You know what I mean? So it's like
stack your money.
You need to use this to do as many things as you possibly fucking can.
Stepping stone.
Like I'm trying to do everything. You know what I mean?
Right, and get paid for it.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to be in an anime.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Whether it's voice acting or like an actual character.
Sure.
I think that'd be pretty dope. Static in an anime. Ooh,
that'd be sick. Yeah. Or do a little anime about when you're slapping people and motherfucking lightning comes off and you're like,
put me in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Right. Yeah, that's sick. Do you do any martial arts whatsoever?
No.
Zero. Ever? No. Nothing. No boxing, no jujitsu, no taekwondo, no nothing, huh? Nice. Yeah. I do. There's some fucking corn-fed white dudes, bro. These motherfuckers. Vern is a big motherfucker, bro. Right. God damn, you gotta fight this dude.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I remember one time me and my homeboy, he's not my homeboy anymore, but we got jumped by a group of people, and the dude that kicked it off was a big motherfucker, right? We got jumped by 5 dudes, took care of it. Cops showed up, tried arresting me. I was like, what are you arresting me for? I was 18. He's like, well, this gentleman over here is like 15 years old. I was like, bullshit, he's bigger than you are, bro.
Was he 15? He was 15. You're like, God damn. On a scale of 1 to 10, how fucking stoned are you right now?
Like solid 7.5.
Really?
Yeah, you weren't expecting that.
I'm thinking 9 because your fucking eyes are like you're struggling to stay. Look. I can see it. That California weed got you high as shit.
It do be fire.
I love it. Yeah. You
don't get good weed out by me, bro.
No.
Fuck.
Oh, man. Out here it's everywhere. Except Eric. The homie Eric got the good. Shout out to the homie Eric.
The homie Eric.
Yeah, that's all we can say because he ain't got no Instagram. He ain't got nothing. Yeah, he's wild. The homie Eric. The homie Eric. So what are we talked a little bit about building generational wealth, right?
Yes, sir.
What would be your ultimate goal? Like if you could do just like have your dreams come true, obviously besides money, right? Everybody always says that, but what would that goal be?
I'm trying to buy a neighborhood.
Okay.
Nice ass houses.
Mm-hmm.
And just move all my homies in. Like, it's not a lot, so like, you know.
Right.
But like that is the ultimate goal. Like, if I can get my close homies, put them in a room with a list of places.
Right.
I want to live. Be like, y'all are not coming out of this room until you pick a place where we're all gonna live.
Sure.
And just fucking just buy a neighborhood, build a neighborhood, whatever.
That'd be dope. Yeah. I had a guest on here, Chef Henny. He employed all of his buddies that were with him when he was sleeping on their couch when he was homeless. He employs them all.
Nice.
And pays them fucking really well. I admire that dude. He builds robes. But to be able to employ your homies like that have always stuck around for you, that's, in my eyes, I like that. That's dope as fuck.
It really is.
You never forget where you come from.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told my brother, I'm trying to get my brother for security.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
well, you'll get to that point, be able to get your brother for security or a manager, right? Because you guys are going to need managers soon for sponsorships and contracts and fucking all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd be dope to be able to get your brother. Is he older or younger?
He's older.
How old is he?
31.
Oh fuck, he's over the he's over the hill. Just playing. What's your brother's name? Roberto. Just playing, man. 31. 31 ain't that old, but you ain't slapping nobody. So you can carry the belt. You're like me. You can carry the belt. That's about it. I'm not slapping nobody. I got a torn rotator cuff, man. I was telling you, I had surgery like, I don't know, 4 months ago, and I'm still doing therapy. Still not
left
right.
hand on too.
No, right hand. I go see, so shout out to Dr. Dan Masari. We call him Magic Hands. This motherfucker has stretched my arm into places that I did not think it would do anymore. And every fucking time I get in there, I cuss him out. I scream at him. I tell him he's a piece of shit. And then he stretches my arm and it hurts so bad. And then afterwards, I'm like, fuck, my arm feels so good. It feels so good.
Gotta trust the process.
So man, I gotta give it up to Dan. He really does. He does. Yeah, magic hands. Every once in a while, he tries to stick his finger in my butt. But I don't understand it. But
so that's why you call him magic.
That's why I call him magic hands, because it's a.
Gotcha.
Yeah. My boy John, Big John Bishop Trey.
I don't want to know why you call him Big John.
He's big as fuck. He's like 400 pounds, I think, and like 6'4". Yeah, he's big.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. His name is John. John Calhoun is his middle name. You know, he's country as fuck. John Calhoun Bishop III. But he likes it. Every time he watches my shows, he always tells me, "Hey man, always give me an eye." So I do that for him. So he likes it. So anyway, so when you're out here in Cali, is there anything that you really want to do or see? Like you're like, I gotta do it while I'm here. You know, some people it's like, oh, I gotta have In-N-Out. Some people's like, oh, I gotta go to fucking, West Hollywood and fucking see what it do, or go to the Hollywood sign, or, some people want to go to the fucking Walk of Fame. Is there anything that you're just like, dude, I gotta do it while I'm there?
Smoking on the beach.
Smoking weed on the beach.
Yeah, smoking weed on the beach. I'm a
pretty
simple man.
I mean, listen, if you go to
Surfing
Venice
lessons would be
tomorrow,
dope.
that's going to be an all-day thing, just smoking continuously. That's what they do down there. They smoking.
Yes.
Have you had, your girl's going to fucking hate me, have you had anybody slide into the DMs since you've been famous?
I have not.
No.
Well,
you know what? Fuck yeah. It's coming.
They know better.
They know better?
Yeah, they know
Okay,
better.
well, that's good. That's good, because, usually with money and fame comes this slide.
Well, I got this thing right here.
What is that?
It's a nice
Oh,
little.
it's a perfect
wedding
sphere.
ring.
It's a perfect
It
sphere.
means stay the fuck away from me.
But I think that attracts women more. Did you know that?
I'll have bitches beat them up.
I'm telling you, man. That fucking little sphere, it's crazy, man. Because then chicks are like, well, fuck it. I don't, there's no ties to it. There's no nothing. They just bang bang. But, just asking if they slide in. That's it. Just asking. Well, good, man. What time is this motherfucker anyway? It's about time that we're going to end this shit anyway. Do you have? We won't ask the component or the opponent, but do you have a fight that's coming soon?
I do. I got my first title defense coming up.
Are you allowed to give us the date?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
But
So I guess you'll have to just.
But it's coming.
Check the socials.
It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and they can watch it on where?
Rumble.com.
Rumble.com.
Yes, sir.
Cool. And it's free, right? You don't have to. You don't have to pay for it. I try to explain that to everybody. So this belt is going to be on the line. I'm fucking super stoked. I'm going to ask Uncle Dana for some tickets to go over there, and I'm going to come support you and Isaiah and everybody else on the card. Big Burn. So yeah, I'm really stoked
to see
about
you there,
that.
man.
Yeah, man. We'll hang out when we're out there. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Social media is static_slap for everything.
For everything.
Yeah.
Are you on TikTok?
Yeah.
You're on everything.
Yeah.
Facebook, all that shit.
It's tricky.
Facebook's for old people.
Zuckerberg don't fuck with me, bro.
Yeah, he's not about that life. All right, so they can find you there, and don't forget you can find new episodes of Dying to See Me every single Wednesday. Every Wednesday, you can find me on every single media platform. Dying to See Me on Instagram, Facebook. What else? Fucking TikTok, all that shit. OnlyFans if you want to see me with my shirt off and looking good. Got this motherfucking dad body. You know what I mean? Dad bodies is where it's at lately. And then special shout out, man. Thanks to the studios and everybody that helps out. Big Eric and Dennis. We appreciate you. And Concrete for show. You can find us every Wednesday. Check us out, man. We'll see you next time. Peace.